A true story of a trip. That night, around 11 p.m., the road felt quieter than usual. Only the roar of my automatic motorcycle's engine broke the silence. A thin mist began to descend, limiting visibility. At first, I only felt a sudden heat on the back of my neck. I thought it was just my imagination due to fatigue. But when I glanced in the rearview mirror, my heart nearly jumped out of my chest. There was a reddish ball of light, the size of a candle, hovering low behind my motorcycle. The light wasn't like a vehicle's headlight. It was a blazing fire, licking the air with a rhythmic whoosh, whoosh sound. What the devil is that? I screamed in my mind. I immediately turned the throttle as hard as it would go. The motorcycle sped away, but the ball of fire, which my parents often called Banaspati, actually accelerated its movement. It was only an inch from the rear fender. The atmosphere became even more tense when I realized the fire wasn't extinguished by the wind, but the heat was real. My back felt like it was being roasted. Every time I looked in the rearview mirror, the fireball seemed to pulsate as if it were breathing. Suddenly, on the wet road, I saw something dry in the distance, like someone sleeping on the street. I thought it was a drunk person walking alone. The closer I got, the dry road turned wet, like the one I was on. I became increasingly frightened and wondered what it was. Up ahead, I saw the neon lights of a gas station or coffee shop that was still open. With the last of my strength, I accelerated my motorcycle towards the bright area. As soon as the tires touched the asphalt, illuminated by the neon lights of the shop, the whooshing sound disappeared. My fear subsided. My curiosity and fear subsided. And I asked, gasping for breath, in front of the shop. The shop owner, an old man, came out with a glass of water. I was shaking violently. When I told him, he only smiled faintly and said that on certain nights, the figure often appeared there. He said that people who passed that route had seen apparitions like that several times. He said I was thankful I hadn't fallen there, because everyone who passed that route often fell. Some died, and others broke their legs. Before I left the shop, he told me to stay 3 kilometers behind every bend, to honk the horn. I followed his instructions. Finally, I arrived home safely at 1:30.